Okay, so the TV show's NBC News Dateline. It's Friday night, NBC. Doubt that too many people saw this. So we're going to play the audio sound bites. Lester Holt, and he is interviewing Barack Hussein Obama. He said, given the recovery was as uneven as it was, the people on the bottom slower to recover than the people on the top, didn't that in some way plant the seeds for the election of Donald Trump?
Well, what is true is that the ability of Republican leaders to rile up their base, helped along by folks like Rush Limbaugh and some commentators on Fox News, I think created an environment in which Republican voters would punish Republicans for cooperating with me. That hothouse of back and forth argument and really sharp partisanship, I think, has been harmful to the country.
Right. Now, Obama came into office January 23rd, 2009, Congressional Leadership Conference in the White House. He's got Boehner and McConnell there and their aides, House and Senate leaders, both parties. And Obama said to Boehner and McConnell, you can't just listen to Rush Limbaugh and get things done. That's just not how it happens in Washington. So he came into office blaming me and telling the Republicans they have to stop listening to me. As I have mentioned on a couple of previous occasions, I had a meeting with Boehner right here at the EIB Southern Command headquarters a couple of weeks after that, and he was talking about this, and he said, I can't believe, I don't know why he would do that. I don't know why he would say that, Rush. You know, I was kind of dumbfounded. I said, you really don't? No, why would he say that? I said, because he was hoping that you or Mitch or somebody in your group would go out to that pile of microphones always outside the White House after a meeting with the president, and that one of you would agree that there's a new day, and we need to have a new way of looking at things, and Rush Limbaugh has been too whatever, and he was desperately hoping that you would agree with him. He was trying to marginalize conservative opposition to him. Another way he had dinner with noted conservatives in Washington. It was at the home of George F. Will. Obama chose the conservatives to be there. Naturally, I was not there. They were David Brooks, George Will, Larry Kudlow, Dr. Krauthammer. It was at this meeting that David Brooks discovered the crease in Obama's slacks, and that convinced Brooks that Obama was going to be great. And people said, why did he have that? Because what he was trying to do was designate the official conservative leadership in Washington for the media to follow. And he had chosen many of those, not all, but he had chosen many of them because they had already been solicitous of him and already been open and praiseworthy and complimentary towards him. So he was trying to eliminate any opposition. But it's kind of a crack here for the guy blame me for partisanship in Washington. I'm never there. I'm a guy on the radio. Admittedly, a powerful, influential member of the media guy on the radio, but nevertheless, I'm not there. But the noteworthy thing here is how he exempts himself from any of the reasons for partisanship. That hothouse of back and forth argument, that really sharp partisanship, I think that's been harmful. See, none of what he did is partisan. No. We leftists, we're not partisan. We are just what is. Any opposition to us is what partisanship is. You have the audacity to disagree with us or to oppose us. That's what partisanship is. But he wasn't through. Next up, 60 Minutes. Sunday night with the go-to interview. Whenever Obama does 60 Minutes, it's got to be Steve Kroft. He cut his teeth with the Clintons and showing how it's done there. So Kroft says, you had two of the most unpopular presidential candidates selected by the two parties in history, Trump and Hillary. Doesn't that say something serious is wrong with the system? Now, think of that question. Here's Obama, the greatest ever. The only thing Michelle did, fashion, Obama himself can't hold a candle, but aside from that, Obama redefined the presidency better than anybody ever. He's the greatest, smartest, cleanest guy to ever be president. Brilliant, articulate, greatest guy ever. And then Kroft says, I mean, This country, the Nimrods in this country nominated Hillary and Trump for crying out loud. We in the Hamptons, we were so embarrassed, Mr. President. What about you? Doesn't it say something seriously wrong with our system that these two dolts happen to be nominated?
It indicates that there is a lot of cynicism out there. It indicates that the corrosive nature of everything from talk radio to fake news to negative advertising has made people lack confidence in a lot of our existing institutions. I think it indicates, at least on the Democratic side, that we've got more work to do to strengthen our grassroots networks.
You blew
the Tea
that
Party
up
I have
yourself.
huge disagreements with, obviously. But I give them credit for having activated themselves. And they made a difference in terms of moving the Republican Party and in terms of moving the country in a particular direction. It's a direction I disagreed with, but it showed that, in fact, you get involved. If your voice is heard, it has an impact.
So guess who's to blame for making America cynical? That's right, that guy on the radio again. Your beloved host, El Rushbo. That's right. The corrosive nature of everything talk radio to fake news, negative advertising. Oh, it's horrible. Tea Party. And who's responsible for the Tea Party? That guy on the radio. Poor Obama, most powerful man in the world, and he couldn't overcome the guy on the radio.